Glenn, Leo, hi. I just wanted to do a quick introduction. So I've got a friend here with me, Sean Swarner. Sean and I met Glenn thanks to you. We were in Clubhouse, and Sean was coming into our room and laying down wisdom and told us the most amazing story. We've been friends ever since. We keep in touch. He speaks for our group. We his wife is in our group in Puerto Rico. Sean also lives in Puerto Rico. Um, and what I want to tell you is that when I met him, what impressed me, just blew my mind was this man was supposed to be dead twice in his life. He had terminal cancer twice, beat it, lost a lung in the process. In his now 40s, clearly beat all of that. He's the only man in history to ever climb Mount Everest with one lung. Has done the Hawaiian Ironman, has done all the tallest peaks on all the continents, which they have some Grand Slam name for that or whatever that's called. Skied to the North Pole, has skied to the South Pole. And by the way, the one that just blew my mind is one of the 8 most inspirational people in history. I'm always amazed by Sean. He's going to embark on a trip, which is coming up, and I'll let him share more about that. But I think it's going to be a mind blower. And the reason I wanted to at least introduce you, and again, no hard feelings one way or the other, but Glenn, you're a runner, and this guy's about to go on a bunch of runs. And I think that having us involved with it in some way, shape, or form gives agents around the world something to attach to. And I'll come back to that. But anyway, let me introduce you to Sean Swarner. Sean, tell us what's coming up, because and if I blew it, I hope I didn't blow it, but I think that was a true, accurate representation.
That was pretty good. And the funny thing is, among the top 8 most inspirational people in history, first, I think my mom was on the voting panel for that. But also, a funny little factoid about that is everybody else on that list is dead. I don't know what that says. Like, I know I was supposed to die, but people like Winston Churchill, Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali,
Wow. Wow.
those
Serious. Okay.
sorts of people. And it's also funny what you were trying to come up with was the highest mountain on every continent, including Everest, and the North and South Poles is called the Explorer's Grand Slam.
That's
Which,
it.
yeah, which personally I didn't name it, but I still think it sounds like a Denny's breakfast platter. Like I was going to show up at the North Pole and, oh, here's some fries and scrambled eggs.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, you were
Well,
telling me that Glenn's a runner, and as you mentioned, I am going to be running 7 marathons on all 7 continents in 7 days in November. So training has begun. We don't have much time to go into the detail because I'm pretty sure I should be out running somewhere right now. But I think it would be it would be great to connect and see what we could do with EXP and see what we could do together as far as putting post content, branding, being branded athlete, whatever it might be that comes naturally, as a natural fit. Because I want to make sure that I partner with corporations who have morals and ethics that are pretty high up. Like I wouldn't be sponsored by, say, Marlboro, for example. It just doesn't work that way.
yeah,
But
exactly.
I would appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, I would love to have you. Love to talk about it. And what I thought when Glenn, when I heard the 777, the 7 days, 7 marathons, 7 days, 7 continents, I thought of as our global expansion is going, and of course, Michael, I'm sure would be interested in this as well. But as our global reach is there, I think about people that sponsor race cars, and then there's a particular company that we're competing against that's got, we sponsored the race, we sponsored the whatever. I think this would give us something that would really be cool for the agents to have. It's such an enormous task. It's a high performance view, and it represents who we are. I mean, it's really about, peak performance. And, when Sean's going to speak for us coming up in a couple of weeks for our group. And again, the metaphors are endless and they fit our model. They fit our thinking. And I could imagine you running. I mean, this guy's going to need inspiration. If I were there, I'd try and run the last mile with him or last 2 miles with him or something. But you could run more than that.
What do you mean
And,
if you were there? You're going to be there in Miami. You
all
have to,
right. I'm going to be there in Miami.
carry me.
So as I'm running along for those last few feet, I jump on the track for a few feet. I think we could do some really good things. It would be huge PR. And I don't know, Sean, if you want to try and go through it, but I remember hearing that there was, Men's Health and like magazines, newspapers, all kinds of exposure that's going to be great around this thing, and probably a Netflix special. Sean's already got one that he's been showing for years and years. It's on streaming, and is the other one for sure or not for sure yet? Netflix.
The coverage is for sure. The people on the back end who are going to be producing it, they've done a lot of things, and I can share the numbers with you later. But off the top of my head, there, 300 million on Amazon, 260 million on Netflix, daily posts on the New York Times, Forbes magazine, Men's Health. I mean, we're talking global coverage, and it's going to be hitting millions and millions and millions of people on an emotional level, but also on the level that you're talking about, where people are going to be inspired, they're going to be motivated, and then also empowered too.
Yeah, perfect. Well, guys, if it fits thinking, love to talk about it. I have no dog in the hunt, but I got a friend that's amazing. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about it. And I think it could be a golden opportunity. I think our peak performers would just blow their minds to be involved and around this thing. And if it feels like a good fit, let's get some time together. Okay. Thanks. And I'll see you both real soon. Bye.